Lawrence, this is Chris. This is my November update. I know it's been a while since I've done an update, but I'm back to doing videos again. I've been doing some work here. I've been making these trees. Got to finish doing this hill back here, and then I got to do some trees up here in the front and put a retaining wall up through here, and then finish doing the work in here in the paper mill. This green building here is not going to stay here. I was going to use it as a crew quarter for the plant switcher, plant switcher, but I don't think it really fits. And I was going to have a little road crossing back here where the service vehicles can get through to get over to the tank over here. This track here is where they basically parked this first track is where they parked the switcher and some of the cars that they use to reach, a couple gondolas that they use to reach into the buildings to grab cars out. The second track here in the middle is where they parked the empty tank cars. And then this first track is where they unload the tank cars. The middle track here also can be store loaded ones that are getting ready to be switched out. And as we go over here, this building here is where they unload chemical hoppers. I'm actually going to change this building. I'm going to cut this building in half and still use it as an unloading facility, or I might just leave it as it is. I'm just not 100% sure. And then there's a second spot back here outside of it. As we go down through here, this is the entrance going into the plant. I can hold 6 or 7 cars inside the plant here. Then this area here all needs scenery done to it. I got inland cement over here, but it's just a small cement plant. Sometimes it gets between 2 to 4 cars at a time and empties them all out. Back in here, this is still work in progress back here. I'm thinking about putting a little bit of a town back here. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I got a small section of town back here. Then the track goes back here where those flat cars are. That's where they store the flat cars for the plant if they need them. And same with these gondolas, they're usually inside the plant or on that first track in the plant. And I'm thinking about leaving this dock back here and have them unload recycled paper for the mill and build a small little building back in here where there's like a flat wall right here. I've just been playing around here and figuring out how I could build a small addition to the plant. That bridge back there is the bridge from the upper deck. It basically right now is acting as a staging area. I basically kind of stage trains up on there because it goes behind the plant and you can't really see it. So it seems as a good spot to stage trains, and then basically the trains start there and then they kind of end there, or they can end down here on the lower, depending on what direction they're going and what deliveries they are doing. As we come over here, this is kind of an older section back there, and this area here is kind of older. I added some more pine trees to it. I really like the look of it. It kind of hides the lower track. This kind of is a little apple orchard and an abandoned house on there. And that lower track back there is basically kind of like a staging area at the moment. I'm hoping eventually down the road be able to extend the layout around and connect it to the other end of the layout. This area here I have to do scenery, as you can tell. This over here is pretty much all completed. I got to do a little bit of touch up in a couple spots. Back there, I've kind of just made this all an industrial flat. I've got backdrops coming to finish doing the backdrop back in here. And then up front here is my little lumber company that works around. There's my produce warehouse, and that's going to be some type of, I'm not really sure what type of industry that is going to be. It's going to be probably some type of chemical plant. And there's a little warehouse back there. I've got this grass mat from Walmart. It's from the Christmas Village section. It actually is pretty nice. It looks like it's static grass that was glued down, and it actually makes pretty good little fields. And I just had to get some fencing to put some fencing around it. And I'm going to put some down here in this corner, and where that cow's standing, there's going to be some grass, some of that going through here. There's a little warehouse here. Holds 2 cars. I just haven't decided what type of warehouse it's going to be. That's my mountainous area back here. I just made some more trees and added a few into there to blend in with a backdrop. As we come back around through here, I've got a little bit of work left here to do, especially in the front. I'm going to put some of that grass coming along through here on the top of this. I might add a couple small trees, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want it to get